As a manager, creating a vision and strategy for your team can be challenging. However, it's crucial that you can demonstrate a clear direction for your employees and get buy-in from them on how to achieve it. In this video, we'll outline the steps you need to follow to create a shared vision, strategy, and goals. We'll provide practical examples along the way, and you can download a template using the link below to get even more examples. To create your team's vision, strategy, and goals, you need to answer 3 questions. Where are we going? This is your team's vision for the next 5 or more years. How will we get there? This is your team's strategy for the next 2 to 3 years. What steps do we need to take to achieve our strategy? These are your team's goals for the next 6 to 12 months. Let's begin by examining this vision statement from Southwest Airlines. To be the world's most loved, most efficient, and most profitable airline. This statement is an excellent example of a vision statement that possesses all of the qualities that you should aim for in your own vision statement. It is focused on the long term, it's ambitious and aspirational, yet it still feels achievable. Now let's take a look at another example, but with a slightly different perspective. Instead of creating a vision for a large company, let's create a vision for a team. Sarah is a manager at a global financial services company, and she leads a team that is focused on developing her company's mobile banking app. Sarah brings her team together to work on their vision and strategy, and together they come up with the following vision: to deliver the most intuitive and user-friendly mobile banking experience in the world that consistently delights our customers. Although this vision is more narrow in scope compared to the Southwest Airlines example, it still meets all of the requirements for an inspiring vision. It is focused on the long term, aspirational and ambitious, yet it still feels achievable. Once you've crafted a vision that answers the question of where are we going, the next step is to consider the second question: how will we get there? Your strategy serves as the bridge between your vision and execution goals. When creating a strategy, it's best to break it down into separate areas of focus, called strategic objectives. We recommend having between 3 and 5 strategic objectives focused on a 2 to 3 year timeframe. As you design your strategic objectives with your team, ensure they're achievable. Consider the resources available, the skills and capabilities of your team, your budget, and any other strengths and weaknesses that may impact execution. Let's revisit the example with Sarah, a manager leading the development of a mobile banking app. Together with her team, Sarah creates 3 strategic objectives to support their vision. Number 1, achieve a Net Promoter Score of 60 or higher by improving the app's user experience. Number 2, attract at least 10,000 new customers by enhancing the app's functionality and capabilities. Number 3, capture at least 10% new market share in Europe by expanding the app's language capabilities. You'll notice that each strategic objective starts with an action-oriented verb, such as achieve or attract, and includes a clear description of what needs to be achieved and how to measure it, such as a Net Promoter Score or the number of new customers downloading the app. Once you've created your strategic objectives, the final step is to establish goals that outline how to achieve each objective. Your goals should be set once a year and should align directly with each of your strategic objectives. Typically, they will have a 6 to 12-month timeframe. When setting your goals, it can be useful to use the SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We recommend using SMART goals to ensure that your team stays focused and that your employees understand when and how to achieve each goal. There's no limit to the number of goals you can have under each objective, but it's important to ensure that they are all achievable. Typically, around 4 or 5 goals is a good number. Note that at this stage, you're still setting goals at a team level, and you're not assigning accountability to individual employees. That would happen when you set individual goals or OKRs, which is a separate topic that we'll cover in its own video. To bring the goal-setting process to life, let's zoom in on the first strategic objective that Sarah's team came up with and 2 of the SMART goals they created to go under it. Both of these goals are specific, have a clear way to measure success, are achievable, directly support the strategic objective and have a clear timeframe for completion. By specifying clear deadlines of Q2 and Q4 and specific actions for each goal, it is extremely clear what Sarah's team must do and by when. By involving your team in the process of building your vision, strategy and goals, and working through each of these steps with them, you'll be able to ensure that all of your employees are aligned on where you're headed as a team and how you'll be able to get there. If you're interested in seeing more examples of the goals from Sarah's team, as well as other vision statements and strategic objectives, be sure to download the template linked below.